However, maybe we should also ask, what pushes us to destroy the environment in the first place? Ano ba yung naging rason kung bakit natin ginawa yung mga bagay na yun? Ba't tayo umabot sa punto na kailangan nating magkaroon ng obligasyon, maging responsable para ayusin, itama yung mga pagkakamali in relation sa pag-aalaga ng kapaligiran natin? Tignan yun lang nangyari nitong mga nagdaang buwan. If you're familiar with economics, our world economy for the last decade, after the 2008-2009 global recession, yung ekonomiya ng mundo ay nakaranas ng tuloy-tuloy na pagtaas, unprecedented growth. Maraming yumaman, maraming humirap, pero at least madami daw yumaman. Yet, Mother Nature always has that way of telling us na, wait, stop. Para nakakalimutan nyo yung obligasyon nyo sa mundong to. Hence, siguro ito yung one way of Mother Nature telling us na akala nyo kanyang i-harness lahat. Akala nyo alam nyo na lahat. But the reality is, nakikitira lang kayo sa mundong to. At yun yung gustong iparating ng re-enchantment. To understand re-enchantment, we have to understand first this enchantment. This enchantment literally means the magication. More generally, the word connotes the breaking of a magic spell. So the advent of reason meant that the world was rendered transparent and demystified. The effect of that demystification was the world was leached of mystery and richness. Sometime after, during the Dark Ages, nagkaroon ng mga first scientists, first individuals who tried to question, using empirical methods, the nature of reality. And what they understood during that particular moment had become the advent of trying to fully grasp what's happening around us. Science was born. And with science, demystification in part is caused by our domination of others, other things, other people. So how do we dominate others? Or how did we demystify? Real Before we have this fear of the unknown. Kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung, halimbawa, sabi nila, hindi ka naman daw talaga takot sa dilim. Takot ka sa kung anong nasa dilim. Kasi yun yung mga bagay na hindi mo alam. Takot ang mga tao na hindi sumunod sa mga pare during the Dark Ages kasi hindi nila alam kung bakit sila nagkakasakit, bakit umuulan, bakit bumabagyo, bakit nasisira kayo ng mga pananim, because they have no actual answer. As such, they fear to even utilize or question the authority of those around them, and they even fear to do immoral or unethical things to any living things unless payagan sila, because they have that fear of the unknown. Yung mga bagay na hindi nila alam, hindi nila basta-basta susubukan or gagawin. Yet we have that, again, we have that desire to make the unknown known. In order to avoid the fear of the unknown, man conquers. We dominated others. We dominated other people. We dominated nature itself. We free ourselves from fear when there is no longer anything unknown. With this project, we unlock nature's secret. Such critical theorists believe that when something is unfamiliar, we are fearful of it because we do not know what lies ahead. The unknown is anything that evokes wonder and awe due to its unfathomable character, because it's unknown, you desire to want it more. Halimbawa, first time mong pumasok sa school, may nakita kang maganda or gwapong kaklase. Because he had or she had that unknown character, you are basically attracted to him because you want to grasp that unknown, unfathomable character na meron siya. And by the time na makilala mo siya at nawala na yung sense of awe, sense of wonder, baka yung pagka-crush mo sa kanya, may chance na mawala. Nature is no longer mysterious, enchanted, and controllable and fearsome. So, going back, the dawn of science and scientists that follow through, science and technology disenchants nature and destroys our sense of awe and wonders towards it because nature can try to explain why this thing is happening, why what's in the dark, what's in clouds, why things are happening around us. Because science and technology paved the way in this enchanting, removing that fear of the unknown. Through science and technology, we dominated nature itself. As such, nature is no longer mysterious, enchanted, uncontrollable, and fearsome, causing humans to lose respect, love, and appreciation towards nature. It's nothing but a giant machine to be mastered to serve human purposes. There came a time during the Industrial Revolution that man, for the first time, can mass produce anything because they were able to invent machines that they can use to fully maximize lahat ng resources na makukuha nila, lahat ng resources na pwedeng gawin nila. Kung dati ang mais, pwede mo lang gawing nilagang mais, o ginulayang mais. With the dawn of technology, yung mais, pwede mo gawing popcorn, pwede mo gawing junk food, pwede mo gawing important ingredients sa kahit anong kinakain mo. And even sa mga bagay na ginagamit ng mga tao on a daily basis because nature is no longer mysterious. Kayang-kaya natin i-utilize, maximize ang lahat ng resources na meron tayo as long as we have science and technology. So to know the unknown is to demystify, to disenchant. Disenchantment causes alienation. We are alienated from that particular fearing of the unknown. Disenchantment causes our alienation because we are disenchanted. We have removed ourselves from nature, and the purpose of nature is just to satisfy what we want and need at that particular moment. We are alienated from the actual value that it holds. Labas sa kung ano lang yung pangangailangan natin. For the moment we have understood the other is the moment we have understood the other is the moment we have objectified it, thus alienating it. Because we are now looking at nature as something. Because we have understood the chemical composition of what a corn is, the biological makeup of what an animal is the particular time that we have objectified it. Dahil alam natin na ito pala yung composition nito, ito pala yung way para magawa ko to, ito yung way para makapagtanim ako ng mais o kahit anong halaman, kahit hindi niya panahon ngayon, is the moment we objectified it. Tinanggalan natin sila ng intrinsic value nila. Nag-allot na lang tayo ng particular value based sa mga pangailangan natin at makagustuhan natin. Thus, we are alienating it. We are being alienated from its actual value and we are alienating it from its original purpose. Kasi feeling natin, alam natin lahat eh. As such, to remedy such alienation, we are to replace as such, to remedy such alienation, we are to replace the highly anthropocentric and narrow positivistic model of looking at the environment with a more humanistic one, to make the values of the aesthetic, moral, sensuous, and expressive aspects of human life play a central part. The idea is to bring back, to re-enchant ourselves on the beauty of and the value of nature. We need to remove that empirical object to object needs wants attitude towards the environment and be humanistic, be morally upright. Hindi ka papatay kasi hayop lang yan. Kaya nila din mag-procreate gaya natin. Okay? And to make the values of the aesthetic, moral, sensuous, and expressive aspects of human life play a central part. There's always a beauty surrounding nature, and not knowing is not knowing something does not mean that you are call this uh, wala kang kwenta, but not knowing can denote in relation to nature that you just want to accept it as it is. Kung ano yung nakikita mo, kung ano yung na-observe mo, tinatanggap mo yung isang hayop, isang halaman, yung kalikasan, yung kagandahan ng kalangitan as it is. And to advocate the enchanting aesthetic attitude towards nature, to see nature not just as a mere utility maximizing object. Okay? That hindi lang ito isang supplyan ng raw materials. We need to have that particular lens that regardless of what some other people are trying to provide, ascribe a value to it, a label to it, it's more than that particular value. We need to fully remove ourselves from that narrow-minded thinking na ang lahat lang ng bagay sa mundo ay nandyan para isatisfy ang pangangailangan mo. As such, we need to be enchanted, to have that re-enchanting aesthetic attitude that there's more to nature than just a supplier of raw materials for all our needs and wants. Particular example that I could say, a recent photo of Metro Manila a month after the quarantine or the ECQ enhanced community quarantine, you'll be able to see drastic changes. Yung lugar na pinupuntahan nyo lang para mamili or for your parents magtrabaho or whatever reason, nagkakaroon ng panibagong pagtingin because for the first time after removing human behaviors, human interventions in that natural environment, nakita mo na maganda pala, pwede palang maging maganda sa paningin natin yung Metro Manila. Because we thought we know everything about Metro Manila. Upon seeing it a month after without any human intervention, nakita ka ng panibagong side nito. Yun yung tinatawag nating being enchanted. You're removing that alienation that you know everything about that. From a different vantage point, you're able to see how beautiful something can be, how beautiful the nature can be if you try to look at it from a different perspective. At the end of the day, that's the simplest thing that we can do, to be re-enchanted on what the actual value of nature is. Because at the end of the day, Similar to other approaches, isa lang yung mundo mo. And it's high time that you try to fully embrace the beauty of nature that's right in front of you.